The pelvis and the ribs will go over the ball of foot. The upper part of the body is turning to its right, and the arms are in a beautiful curved fashion. The fingers are spiked. The head is in line with the neck, making a beautiful shape. We maintain this posture throughout the PasoDoble, which gives the illusion of a matador or a flamenco dancer as they proceed to dance. Now I'm going to ask the dancers to turn to the other direction, and let's see this to the other side. Again, the very key fixture here is feet together and the hip bone way in advance over the balls of feet as we take on this stance of a matador or a flamenco dancer. This posture is very commanding, it is very strong, and can sometimes be a little bit painful if done for a long, extended period of time. The arms start at the elbows, creating a beautiful curve. We then move into the wrists, arms, making oval shapes. And now I'm going to ask Michael to turn around and show us this from another angle. The elbows are creating curves, and the wrists are turning. Notice the finger usage that Michael is using. We have the index and middle finger creating a shape, while the pinky and ring finger are making a spike. This is the arm styling for man in the PasoDoble. The arms are created first using the elbows. The elbows create the shape. As we can see, the lady is using her wrist and fingers. I'm going to ask her to move a little bit slower so we can see. As she's going to put her hands down by her sides now, I'm going to ask the lady to put her hands down by her sides and begin the movement with the elbows first. The elbow creates the oval. Now the wrist and fingers will follow. So a very beautiful usage of hands, fingers, wrists, and elbows. Now I'm going to ask the lady to show us some movements with the skirt. If the ladies have a long skirt, we sometimes can get an effect using the skirt like an arm. The arms are being used in a rotation way, like a caping action. And we use this for styling. Notice there's quite compression in the body as a lady uses her arms like material. And that is a little bit on arm styling. However, we are not using closed here. We are using contact position. So here we are in contact at the pelvis area. The arms are making a beautiful curve, and the right arm is beautifully placed on the lady's shoulder blade. And now, closed position. Slightly farther apart in this position, closed position. Extended closed position. This is where we take the man's right arm to the lady's left elbow and get a little bit farther apart. This is used in the separation as an example. Open position. This is where we release, maintaining our PasoDoble posture, hips well over the balls of the feet in open position as we strike the step that we are about to display. Promenade position. Counter promenade position. The man is on his right foot. The left arm can also be held high or low. Open promenade position. As promenade position, with the left hand holding the lady's right hand. Open counter promenade position, as counter promenade position. The distance apart may vary considerably depending on the figure which we use. Fall away position. This is where we get into closed position and step back. The man will step back with his left foot and the lady steps back with her right foot, creating what we call a fall away position as the couple falls away from one another. A very popular position used. The inverted promenade position. This is where the lady is on the man's right side, almost back to back in a V shape. The inverted counter promenade position. The lady is on man's left side. Again, a strong V shape from the lady's right shoulder and man's left shoulder at the close are in its own character. We take the toe back, toe, and walk onto a heel, onto a straight leg. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, and finish toe, heel. Backward walks, we roll onto the back foot, pull the toe, roll onto the back foot, pull toe, roll on, pull the toe, and roll on to the back foot. Forward and backward walks in the PasoDoble. With the correct posture, we commence. Feet together, hips over the ball of feet, and we begin to move forward. The lady will bend, point the foot, take the weight onto the step. Continue, bringing the other foot under, pointing and stepping onto the foot, onto a compressed knee. Continuing to move, striking with a pointed foot, bending the knee and taking the weight transfer. Bringing the other foot underneath, point, transfer, flex the knee, point, flex the knee, and transfer the weight. We may also go back. This is another way of using the PasoDoble walk. And as we will see, the lady can begin to move back, pointing the toe back, rolling onto the foot, and continuing again, bringing the leg under, taking the leg back straight, rolling onto the foot and transferring the weight, drawing in the other foot, pointing back straight, rolling onto the foot, pulling in the other, and rolling again onto the foot. So there we have forward and backward walks for the lady onto a compressed knee. This is an action frequently used as the first step of a figure to indicate a change of movement. It depicts the matador's call to the bull. A lowering action into the floor, sometimes making noise and sometimes not. And the other direction. Appel, appel, and walk, 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 appel, walk, 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 appel. Elevations in PasoDoble. The elevation is used to give a step more character and depth. Elevation is simply rising, releasing the heels from the floor and rising to the toes and lowering. But you must elevate with character, style, and panache. So as we see, we have an elevated figure now, moving and lowering. Again, elevating, moving, and lowering. Again, one more, elevating, moving in an elevation, and then lowering. Elevation is used in many of the figures in the PasoDoble. We hesitate for one beat, one, and walk out on the two. 1, 2. Hesitate, left foot's free, hesitate, right foot's free, hesitate, left foot's free, hesitate, and finish right foot free. And now, method 2. In method 2, it's called a syncopated surplast. That is 5 steps in place, counted 1, 2, and 3, 4. And 1, 2, and 3, 4. The man's left foot is now free to move. If we do it again, 1, 2, and 3, 4, the man's right foot is free to move. And once again, 1, 2, and 3, 4, the man's left foot is free to strike. And again, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and the man's right foot is free to strike. And now the syncopated chasse, changing feet method. This is where we step forward with the left foot and then move 2 and 3, 4. So here we have left foot forward, 1, to the side, 2 and 3, 4. Now the right foot is free. So we can use this figure when we need the right foot free. And now we'll do this once again. So left foot forward, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and now the right foot is free to move. Method changing feet number 4. Coupe de pique counted 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left foot is now free. And we'll see that once again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left foot is now free. Our final method of changing feet is the left foot variation 1, 2, 3.4. Left foot forward. 1, 2, 3, and point the right foot forward. And once again to the other side. And 1, 2, 3, point the right foot forward. That concludes the methods of changing feet.